Hello, everyone, and welcome to an interview that I am doing with someone who is now a former LCS player, unfortunately. Of course, this coverage was brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Tenacity, who I
Hello.
mean, I guess you're announcing your retirement from competitive play. Is that what this is?
I guess it is. I mean, it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be a full-on length retirement, but for the time being, I'm gonna be living in Korea with LS for the next 6 months, like at minimum. And I'm just gonna see how I like it from there. Maybe I come back to pro play next year. And yeah, that's about it. But for the time being, I'm planning on being a content creator for HunterT. Nothing's fully signed yet, but it's in the works. So yeah, something to be excited about.
So I know but your intention, it sounds like, is to move in the content creation direction. You're going to try it for a little bit, but it's not like a thing where you're like, "Oh, I'm just doing this because I don't have a spot for summer." This is like an active
Yeah.
decision you're making.
Yeah, so this is something I'm actively pursuing. For example, it was my choice to leave 100 Thieves. I had a lot of other competitive offers within the LCS Academy, before it went boom. Every Academy team in the league was interested, as well as some ERL opportunities. But I decided to decline them all and kind of pursue into content creation. I guess we can get into like why. Um,
Yeah. Yeah, I
so
mean, why yeah, maybe we can start with like what happened in the off season because I think a lot of people were very excited to see you compete as a pro player, right? I remember years now people have been like, "Oh,
yeah.
when Tenacity gets out of academy prison and stuff like that, he's going to be so exciting to see play." And then you pop up for one split and then you're gone and it's a bit of a bummer. So, yeah, I mean, guess what happened in the off season that led to this?
Yeah, I mean, we can just kind of run it out. I mean, Bjergsen kind of retired out of nowhere. No one really expected that that was going to happen. To my understanding, like we're fully going to like run it back with the same roster. Bjergsen ended up retiring. The EG implosion also happened. So they let me explore options. And I knew like for a long time, content creation was something I really wanted to like have a go at. Um, and I thought like this is like the perfect time, regarding all the news with like in the LCS, like the third import slot getting added. That was like a rumor at the time. So as the day we're recording this, Riot has no longer made Academy mandatory for the LCS organizations. And this is something that I heard about like a year ago, and it was really scary for me at the time because I was also in academy, so I was just scared I would be just losing my job out of thin air essentially, and I feel like Riot is essentially just destroying the pipeline to LCS.
And how much of all this did played a factor in your decision to go to with the content creation side?
So a lot of it was kind of like a build up. Um, I essentially just kind of put all the information that I do know and the rumors that are a possibility, and I decided like fine. Like also the salaries have been going down every single year in LCS. I think next year will be no exception. I think it'll even get lower than what it is now. I think financially and for my future, I think going into content creation is something I'm also very very passionate about as well. That's why I asked LS, hey, can I come live with you? So I thought that'd be a very very good step in my career. But yeah, these are all like things that kind of pushed me towards this decision. Uh, and I just, for myself, I don't really see an extended future in the league.
Now, what do you think this says for North American talent? Because like I want to talk to you about your plans and all that. We will definitely get to it, but it's hard to have this conversation with you with the backdrop of all the NACL stuff going down
Yeah.
today. So, and not to address that stuff. So, I mean, what do you think this means for North American talent? You, a player who has been lauded for a long time, you get one split, then you don't have a spot in the LCS anymore, and you've decided that content creation is better. I mean, for North American players who are interested in competing in the league, what do you think that says for them?
I mean, I honestly think it's like, yeah, I'm a player who came through amateur, through academy to LCS for a brief stint, but it is what it is. I feel like the path to LCS is just going to be super super difficult, and I think we're going to see less Jojo Pyuns, less Danny's, like less of I guess me. I don't know, just less future North American talent within the LCS. And that's why I think like if not this year, if not next year, the year after that, I think the like third import rule will be implemented. Just because like it doesn't make sense if like you don't have a system to like promote people internally, and there's like a hungry Korean player that's super good mechanically who's willing to take minimum. Like there's no reason why you wouldn't pick him up over just talent that just can't be developed anymore in NA. Like with these all these systems being removed.
Uh, do you, if you were starting your career now and you did want to compete professionally as a North American player, what would you do?
Well, honestly, I think right now it looks like I mean, obviously, just getting high ranked on solo queue. Um, as and I honestly, I think collegiate is like the easiest path to pro now. Is what it looks like. If there's no like academy league, there's no regular season. I think collegiate literally just looks like the best option for anyone trying to join.
Well,
Um,
with the amount of players that are coming to into the league that are not from North America, do you think there's a place in the LCS still for North American players, or do you think? I mean, I've heard some people even suggest like go to ERL or something
yeah,
like that, right?
okay,
Like,
that's something I suggest like because I knew this was gonna happen for a while. Um, at least like rumored, right? Nothing was super set in stone, but it was heavily leaning towards this answer. I've been telling players, like I've been telling like people like Shiden, all like the young talent, like just literally book a boot camp to fucking Europe and try to get into ERL. Like I think it's a much higher success rate than trying to at this point make it as a professional in North America.
I mean, it's pretty disheartening to hear that the best path for North American talent to get into competitive play is in Europe.
Yeah, I mean it's that collegiate or like just literally streaming and just being very very good. But even that is like it doesn't say anything about how you're gonna do in competitive, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, um, let's talk about you then. Going back to you, do
Yeah.
you regret the time that you spent investing into amateur and academy, et cetera? Because I have to imagine it might feel a little bitter where you're like, I did all this, I got one split, and then I guess now time to go do content creation.
Yeah, I mean, so me personally, again, it was my decision to leave. So I don't hold any grudges. I'm in fact like very very thankful to like academy, LCS, and even amateur to some extent. Like I felt like I've learned so much these past couple years, and I think the pipeline really really did help me. That's why I feel like it's so grim for the future talent. But no, I mean, I think 100 Thieves to me has been like they've just been a fucking family, right? And that's why I want to continue doing. I want to be a part of their organization, doing content as well. But no, definitely not. I don't hold. I don't feel bitter at all, and like in the slightest. I can only feel gratefulness and thankfulness for what the league has done for me and what 100 Thieves has done for me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad to hear that because I think there's a lot of people who might feel bitter on your behalf, that you've had
Yeah,
the
I've
story,
been
but
seeing that.
yeah. Uh, okay, so you're going to go into content creation. Can you elaborate a little bit on what that means? Because I know there's a lot of people who are fans of you who are going to be disappointed that they can't support you in the LCS. So what can those fans expect in terms of what this next part of your career looks like?
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna be within the next couple days. I'm going to be going to Korea, living with LS, streaming Korean high elo Korean solo queue, maybe doing some IL streams with LS. Pretty much anything like content related, like at all. Maybe some content with the League of Legends team, 100 Thieves, if I do end up joining, and also I'll be doing co-streaming if Riot allows me. But it's looking likely. I'll be doing co-streaming with LS. And then also I want to get more into like Instagram Reels, TikTok short or like TikTok Shorts, like YouTube Shorts. Yeah, I just want to just make all the content possible.
I mean, I'm happy that you're going to co-stream it because even if we can't
Yeah,
have
no,
North
it'll be
American
fun.
talent in the league, at least you'll be able to co-stream it. Um, So okay, so you'll be
Of course.
co-streaming, you'll be doing shorts, you'll be doing all this stuff, so people can still
Yeah.
find you there. What type of content should people expect from that? Because I mean, I do want to give you a chance to kind of have this be a bit of a pitch for you to people who might be
Oh,
interested in following you. You know?
honestly, I don't really know at this point. But there's a lot I do want to do. Uh, Someone just came in, but I think I want to get into some educational content. I think LS will help me with that. Just kind of just funny clips from my stream. Just shitting on people in high low Korean solo queue. I think that's just like really really entertaining and fun to watch. Just a bunch of stream clips and co-stream clips, obviously. Yeah, I guess the sky's the limit, to be honest. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see what you are able to do. You said within the next couple of weeks we'll start to see this content pop up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be flying into Korea next couple days or next week. I'm not really too sure. I have some ongoing stuff I need to settle in LA first and Toronto, but yeah, should be there shortly. So
Nice. And you mentioned at the start of this that your relationship with HunterT will hopefully continue.
yeah, I mean we're working on contract negotiations with me being a content creator. Um, like I definitely want to still be a part of the organization. Like again, I felt like these past 3.5 years I've been on their team. Like I've been with them since I was fucking 16. Like they've only treated me like family. They've only treated me with respect. Everyone involved with the organization has been super lovely to me. Um, like I have great relationships with all my past teammates, who are on other teams now, and same on the League of Legends team. Yeah, I just want to stay with them. I want to just keep working with them.
Yeah. Well, is there anything that you want to say to any of the fans out there, those that have rooted for you during your career and otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to thank everyone for supporting me on my LCS and pro player journeys. Um, I don't want to say it's the end yet because the future, you never know what's going to hold. Maybe I will come back to professional play. Maybe I'll get really high ranked on Korea and fucking learn Korean and be a Korean pro. Who knows, right? But I just want to say thank you to everyone, and I hope you guys continue supporting me with this new journey I'm going to be going on.
Tenacity, thank you so much for doing the interview. I really do appreciate it because I think oftentimes
Thank you, Travis.
you have players that just kind of wander off into the abyss that I reach out to them. So I'm really happy that you were down to do this for me, and I'm looking forward to
Of course.
watching your content from Korea and seeing what's next for you. And hopefully, if you don't make it back into the LCS, hopefully we'll get you still for surprise tests and all that stuff where you can be confused by anything that's older than 7 years.
Yeah, no, I mean honestly, I'll probably be at all the events. Like Worlds, probably not this MSI, but LCS Finals, I'll probably be there. So that was the
Nice.
test.
Looking forward to seeing you. All right. Thank you so much for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS for as long as it's around right here on my YouTube channel. There's been a lot of discussion online lately about the food in London. And while I'm going to stay away from that discussion because of comments I've previously made that made some people in London upset, I do want to talk about something that is incredible and delicious and amazing, which is the OnePlus 11. That's right. OnePlus sent me over here. They're sponsoring my coverage of the event. Really appreciate them. This is the OnePlus 11. We've got an extra one we're going to be doing a giveaway on, so you can go take a look on my socials for that. But thank you so much to OnePlus for sending me out here. The OnePlus 11 is great. They also have a new tablet, which you can go check out. Links are in the description. So thank you to OnePlus for sponsoring my videos and my coverage here at MSI.